So my friend Frank the Digger sent me a message. He remembered that when I was there in December, I had been talking about a special project, and as he had some openings in his busy schedule, he was wondering if I would be interested in pursuing the special project this week. In the meantime, someone else from the community close to my farm went to go and check on the farm for me to see everything was okay and that the fruit trees were looking good, and they sent me some pictures. So even though I am still in Norway, I actually get regular updates on the farm and to see how things are progressing. Really, we are, well, not we, me, I am blessed to be part of such a supportive community. Everybody definitely looks out for each other. So I didn't have much time to give this a lot of thought, and I thought, okay, this is something that I'm wanting to do. I wasn't maybe planning to do it right away, but yeah. So what we decided we were going to do is to turn that water mine on my top well, which is a water mine. We decided we're going to turn that into a bit of a pond. Not a pond, but a bit of a pond. So that if and when I get animals, then they would be able to drink water from the pond. And if they did go in, they'd be able to get out. So that was the plan. Those of you who've been following my channel for a while might remember that back in June 2020, when I bought the farm, the top well was literally just a hole in the ground. There was water in it. We had no idea how deep it was or anything other than, it was just a hole filled with water. Then it became so overgrown around that area you could barely see it. I arranged for someone to come in and clean it. They said it was the most difficult job they'd ever done, but they managed to do it, and then discovered it wasn't a well, it was a water mine, and yada, yada, yada. The rest, I suppose, is history. I now have a well and a water mine instead of two wells. And when I went to the farm in December 2020, the water mine was looking stunning, the water was clear, and I started considering turning it into a pond. So when Frank got to the farm, he saw there was a van, and which was parked on my mushroom rock side. Turns out it was two young women looking for my boundary because they're wanting to buy the property next to me on the mushroom rock side. I don't know how to find the boundary stones. I've been looking to see where the property actually ends on that side, but I don't know. There you can see the olives. That's the olive grove over there. Look at my accidental strawberries. they're getting flowers. They're drooping a little bit because I think they're getting a bit too much sun where I've put them. I've just had to give them a little bit of water just to perk them up a little bit. But I digress. Back to the story. So Frank handed the phone to me. I spoke to these two ladies. One's name was Christina, if I remember correctly. And it seems like the owner of the property is confused as to where the boundaries are. And for those who follow my channel, you'll know that right in the very beginning, I had had them do a survey of the property, so I know where the boundaries are. So I think, yeah, it's best if the owner contacts me and I can explain where the boundaries are. I'm not too sure, but we discussed fencing, and because they also want to put a fence up on the boundary, so we looked at, we might be able to share the cost of that. So that was good. And then Frank discovered that the rain had washed away part of my road. So he decided he would repair my road as a nice surprise for me. So that was a lovely surprise.
Hi Cindy, I think I need to fix this also. You see that, the road? So, okay. I'll talk to you later.
And then he dug the pond. Well, the weather's starting to warm up here, so I'm going to very soon in the next week or so start moving my avocados outside. I've been leaving the windows open just to harden them up a little bit. So Frank said when he got there, the water in that top well, the water mine, was so clear you could see the sides easily. But unfortunately, Frank being Frank, he didn't take a photograph of that nice clear well for me. So I know some of you will be saying or pointing out in the comments, like, you're in Norway, how can you trust anybody to do anything major like that when you are away? And here's the thing, Frank he did 2 jobs for me when I was there, and he did an amazing job for me when I wasn't there. So, I mean, look at his face. Can't you trust someone with that face? No, jokes aside, Frank is a good person to know. He's already put me in touch with lots of good contacts. So if you're looking for any digging work to be done, and you in the Castelo Branco, Fundao, Pernambuco sort of area, call on Frank. He's yeah, he's the best at digging. So now I have a pond. I'm going to have to put plants around it, but not my avocados. I'll have to find some other kind of plants to put around the pond to stop soil erosion, I think. I'm just trying to build a little ecosystem of some kind where everything can be in harmony with each other, and I can have the bees and the plants and some animals and fruit trees, and yeah, just to try and create a little environment so that it's not just an abandoned old farm. And as always, things cost money, yeah. So if you'd like to support this little venture by buying some of my Bela Pedra merchandise, I'll put the link below. I'd really appreciate that. Every little bit helps. So have a good one. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you in next week's video.